Good morning, students. In this video, we are going to continue the case study on cybersecurity hands-on. Let's see about the overview of this video. So today in this video, we are going to discuss about installing system protection and anti-malware as like antivirus, anti-spyware, firewall, intrusion detection, intrusion prevention, blacklisting, real-time integrity checking, periodic policy scanning, rootkit detection, and patch managements. Finally, we're going to see about the configuring the firewall. Let's see about the installing software protection, what actually it is. An unprotected system directly exposed to the internet as a life expectancy of about 10 minutes. That is the principle behind the passive honeypots, which are machines purposefully exposed to the internet in order to capture the malware. Antivirus is the most obvious protection that you should install, enable, and set for automatic updation or at least a semi-automatic upgrading. But there are several other important protections, and the range of protections need is constantly rising as a threat escalates because perimeter security is insufficient to combat current and future threats. The trend in protection is towards host based security called as HBS, which provides a full array of network defense on each mission. The security industry has not settled on the full scopes of HBS and actually implements its principles fairly poorly. No one company or open source projects makes all the prerequisite pieces. In most environments, you have to use an hot part of in your unintegrated stop wipe security solutions. Somewhere HBS can be implemented with a combination of location protection and services and enterprises services that manage local configurations and services. Let's see an example of an full scope HBS, which this technology includes, such as antivirus, anti-spyware, firewall, intrusion detection, intrusion prevention, blacklisting, real-time integrity checking, periodical policy scanning, rootkit detection, and patch management. Let's see one by one in detail. Antivirus. What actually an antivirus? Antivirus is a computer program used to prevent, detect, and remove malware. Antivirus softwares are originally developed to detect and remove computer viruses, hence the name as antivirus. However, with the proliferation of other kind of malwares, antivirus software started to provide protection from other computer threats. In particular, modern antivirus softwares can protect us from malicious browser help objects too. Actually, an antivirus protection scans for malicious files. There are several demands or types of scans: on demand, scheduled, and continuous. Let's see what actually it is. An on demand and scheduled scan starts at a discrete time and continues until all the request files are scanned. A continuous scanning are performed in a near real time as files are added or modified. A continuous scanning should also monitor volatile memory for malwares. Some kind of it can do a penetration test tools with the help of such as an meter peter. Traditional antivirus protection recognizes malware through signatures, usually by matching the hash function of files with a known malware database. These databases must be updated frequently to catch the latest malware. The more innovative antivirus engines use behavioral malware detection, where the effect of a candidate file on a system is assessed either directly or through a virtual machine. Behavioral malware detection can discover zero day threats and targeted threats too. Let's see the next one, anti-spyware. What actually an anti-spyware? Anti-spyware is a type of software that is designed to detect and remove unwanted spyware programs. A spyware is a type of malware that is installed on a computer without the user's knowledge in order to collect information about them. This can pose a security risk to the user, but more frequently, spyware degrades systems performance by taking up processing power, installing additional softwares, or redirecting users' browsers activity. Anti-spyware searches for suspicious application that might be collecting data without the user's knowledge. As spyware applications are often installed covertly as the user is surfing a website. Both antivirus and anti-spyware programs either quarantine or remove the malicious files. A quarantined file is temporarily disabled, usually by making or moving it to an sandboxed dictionary. An administrator may restore it. Let's see the third one, firewall. What actually a firewall is? A firewall is a system designed to prevent unauthorized access to or from a private network. You can implement a firewall in either hardware or software form or a combination of both. A firewall prevents unauthorized internet users from accessing private networks connected to the internet, especially intranets. A firewall is a network security that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. A firewall typically establishes a barrier between a trusted internal network and untrusted external network such as internet. Firewalls are often categorized as either network firewalls or host-based firewalls. What actually network firewalls? Network firewalls filters traffic between two or more network and run on network hardware. Host-based firewalls runs on a host computer and control network traffic in and out of these machines. A host-based firewall determines which ports are open and closed, as well as which applications are allowed to communicate on or over the network. There are three basic types of firewalls are going to be there. In generally, we are going to classify into three basic types of firewalls that are used by the companies to protect their data and devices to keep destructive elements out of network. They are packet filters, which is used to control the network access. Then stateful inspection examines the traffic streams, and the proxy server firewalls, an application level firewall, which is going to give a complete and a protocol aware security analysis. Next, we will continue with the intrusion detection. What actually intrusion detection? An intrusion detection is a system called as IDS, is a device or software application that monitors a network or system for malicious activity or policy violations. Any intrusion activity or violation is typically reported either to an administrator or collected centrally using an security information and event management, that is going to be called a security information event management SIEM system. This security information and event management system combines output from multiple sources and use alarm filtering technique to distinguish malicious activity from false alarms. An intrusion detection system scans network traffic for potentially malicious packets and sends alerts and packets to an log files.